The story opens with Takaroo, an ordinary Japanese office worker, returning home after a dull day at work. Tired of his repetitive routine, he decides to relax by watching TV. As he turns it on, something strange happens. His glasses begin to shine, and in an instant, he's transported into an unfamiliar world. There, a mysterious man welcomes him with tea, leaving Takaroo puzzled. The man introduces himself as the overseer of the solar system and demonstrates his power by forming a tiny planet, Matthias, on his fingertip. He explains that this planet is barren and unsuitable for life, but hints that Takaroo will be the one to change that. To illustrate, he drops water on the miniature world, saying it represents Takaroo's impact once he arrives. Confused and overwhelmed, Takaroo learns that he has already died, and entering this new world means giving up his soul. However, he's promised special powers to survive there. The man grants him infinite mana and asks if he'd like anything else. Takaroo jokingly requests a cute hair companion, which the manager agrees to, also gifting him an advanced search skill for discovering and selling rare items. On top of that, Takaroo receives a bottomless bag to carry treasures and the ability to speak the local language, Mian. Suddenly, Takaroo's body starts to disappear. Concern flashes across the manager's face as he worries he may have given too much power, but reassures him it'll be fine. Takaroo, still skeptical, feels like he's walking into a scam before his vision goes black. When he opens his eyes again, he finds himself leaning against a tree in a lush forest beneath a sky where a giant ringed planet looms above. Exploring the area, he eventually stumbles upon a village, but worries since he has no money. Remembering his new search ability, he tries it out. At first, nothing happens and he looks foolish waving his wand, but after drawing the spell on the ground, the skill activates. He discovers several items nearby, including a B-rank nightgrass, though most others are low-grade. Amusingly, what looks like a nice stone turns out to be monster droppings, graded C rank. Shocked but pragmatic, he stores it all in his magical bag. Arriving at the village entrance, he's greeted by a yawning guard, Captain Marlowe, who assumes Takaroo might be a knight. Takaroo corrects him, saying he's just a gatherer. Marlowe directs him to the general store, where he can sell his finds. Inside, the shopkeeper is astonished when Takaroo offers the monster droppings and offers a full gold coin in exchange, explaining it's enough to cover 2 nights at an inn. Takaroo is stunned that something so odd could be worth so much. The shopkeeper, delighted, even rubs the shiny item on his face and eagerly asks if Takaroo has more rare goods. When Takaroo hands over his herbs, the shopkeeper is impressed and curious why such valuable items are being sold in his small shop. Takaroo introduces himself as a traveling merchant, confident in his new abilities. Impressed, the shopkeeper offers him a serious commission. He wants rare Meethil ore from the eastern mountains. When Takaroo asks for a map, the shopkeeper provides one and also pays him a staggering 360,000 raids for his goods. The amount leaves Takaroo stunned, though the shopkeeper cautions him about the monsters guarding the ore. With his newfound wealth, Takaroo rents a room at an inn. A maid enters carrying a tub of warm water, explaining he can wash himself with it. Curious, Takaroo asks about taking a proper bath, only to learn that such luxuries are reserved for nobles, though water magicians can conjure them as well. Excited, he decides to try his own magic. After tipping the maid generously, he chants a spell. The word clean unleashes a rush of water that scrubs him spotless. Outside, the maid overhears his joyful reactions, amused and a bit bewildered. Though refreshed, Takaroo still longs for the comfort of a real bath. The following day, he sets out again, gathering herbs along the way until he stumbles upon a skeleton clad in worn battle gear. Shocked, he realizes it's the remains of a fallen adventurer. Among the bones, he discovers an amulet containing a heartfelt letter from the man's sister, urging him to return home instead of risking his life for money to heal their father. Saddened by the tragic story, Takaroo buries the body, builds a grave, and offers a prayer for the soul. Later, he sets up camp. Enclosing himself in a magic barrier, he lights a fire, boils water with vegetables, and simmers meat into a hearty stew. As he tastes the dish, he's amazed by the flavors this strange world provides. Energized, he ventures into the White Forest, an ancient dragon's territory. Casting a light spell, he spots herbs but no ore, though he's thankful not to encounter monsters. Joking to himself, he wonders if his strong odor is keeping them away, and cheerfully rushes onward. Soon, he reaches an opening but accidentally plunges into a massive chasm. Panicked, he frantically chants spells until one activates: levitation. A soft glow cushions his fall and sets him down gently. Catching his breath, he notices glowing ore symbols scattered around. Excited, he pulls out a hammer and starts mining, uncovering silver but no meathil. A search spell guides him to a hidden source, but tremors shake the ground. Urged by urgency, he blasts the rock with fire magic, revealing small fragments of myethil. Though the quantity disappoints him, he presses deeper into the cavern. There, he discovers a breathtaking underground lake radiating magical energy. Scanning it, he learns it's SS-ranked elemental water. Overjoyed, he thinks of its immense value, until he realizes it belongs to an ancient dragon's nest. Suddenly, a thunderous voice demands the intruder's identity. Takaroo ignores it, focusing on how to collect the water. But before he can act, the lake erupts and a colossal dragon emerges before him. The dragon roars in anger at being ignored, finally catching Takaroo's attention. Calmly, Takaroo apologizes for trespassing, which surprises the beast. Instead of fear, Takaroo shows composure, and the dragon respects his courage. Curious, it asks for his identity. When Takaroo reveals he's human, the dragon is shocked by the overwhelming mana inside his body, powerful enough to rival its own. The ancient creature introduces itself as Valdius, though Takaroo casually shortens it to V. Valdius requests a favor. He wants Takaroo to use his immense mana to awaken his slumbering offspring. As payment, he offers a massive chunk of pure myethil ore. Intrigued, Takaroo agrees and is given a giant black egg. Holding it close, he hears the faint heartbeat within. Following V's instructions, he channels his mana into the egg, but instead of gently awakening the hatchling, the egg greedily drains nearly all his energy. Valdius bursts into laughter, and Takaroo realizes too late he's been tricked. His body weakens, vision fading as he sinks into unconsciousness. In a dreamlike vision, a mysterious man scolds Takaroo for his recklessness, reminding him that dragons are not to be trusted. He warns that Takaroo's carelessness could jeopardize the space manager's protection, then cryptically mentions Takaroo's request for a cute partner. Before Takaroo can demand answers, the vision ends. He wakes inside the cave, greeted by a tiny squeaky voice. At first, he suspects Valdius is mocking him, but a light spell reveals the truth: a newborn dragon hatchling perched on his face. Startled but amused, Takaroo sets the little one down. Valdius explains that while the hatchling already has a dragon name, Takaroo may choose its common name. After some thought, Takaroo calls it B, inspired by its black scales. The baby dragon loves it, showering him with licks. Valdius acknowledges the full name, Black Nobi Valdius, and praises the nickname B. Then, to Takaroo's shock, he entrusts the newborn to him, claiming the child will grow stronger alongside Takaroo. With that, Valdius blesses Takaroo's bag with a beam of energy before retreating into the depths of the lake. Left with the playful hatchling, Takaroo realizes this bizarre yet incredible turn of events. Smiling at his new companion, he asks B if he's ready to join him on a grand journey. The little dragon squeals happily in response. Takaroo cleans him up, determined to protect both his nose and his dignity before setting off on the next adventure. That concludes episode 1. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what happens next, and check out the following video for part 2.